Today's video is going to be about how we made this picnic table. This isn't going to be a step-by-step guide on how to build it, but it will show some of the work involved in retrieving the logs, milling the rough lumber, and assembling the table. The design is largely based on the picnic table built by Tom Silva on This Old House. I will provide a link in the description in case you're interested in a step-by-step guide. Let's get started. What we're gonna do is take this log here and try to chop it down maybe into about an 8-foot log and then haul that out. So I'm a bit away from the road, so it's gonna be a little bit of work, but I think it'll be cool. There's this big old maple tree here. Crazy how this thing is still standing. So it's like this half of it just broke off. You can see it right back there. Part of it is down there. But that is a big old heavy part of the tree. It's just leaning pretty heavily. For about $100, you can go down to the local hardware store and buy a picnic table and load it into your truck and be eating barbecue on it that afternoon. But if you were to build your own table, starting from a fallen tree, how much time and effort would be involved? This video documents some of the steps I had to take just by foregoing store-bought lumber to make a picnic table. I think it's only natural to want to be good at whatever you do, but that sort of attitude can make people reluctant to try new things. So whenever I'm trying new things, I have to give myself a little bit more latitude to make mistakes and be okay with failing. But as long as I'm persistent, I usually find that I can figure things out, and I feel the enjoyment of having learned something new. needed to get another log, but with the memory of loading that last log onto the cart fresh in my mind, I determined that I would be best served by utilizing a log arch. Well, I didn't own a log arch, but remember that stick welder I bought for fixing the cart? I could use it to build a log arch. After a bit of searching on Craigslist, I found some free scrap metal in the form of a weightlifting system. This, along with an old bed frame, also free on Craigslist, looked to be most of the necessary components for me to build a log arch. Alright, so I've done a quick skip planing of this. It feels, you can still see texture from the chainsaw milling, but it feels fine to the touch. I'm not worried about getting splinters and stuff. But anyway, you can see that on the sapwood that there's been some bugs in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the circular saw to kind of trim off the sapwood. Try to get as, decently straight as I can, but I'm not going to use a guide or anything. Just going to rip it down, get rid of the sapwood, and see how much lumber I've got left to work with. There's a little bit of wane I've got to deal with, so the sapwood is going to go down to probably about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off here, and then depending on what I'm going to use this for, I'll decide if I need to plan that stuff off or not. That looks pretty good, huh? Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want us to make a mukbang video, just hit the like button or leave us a comment. See you in the next video. Bye!